On 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Oh, look at the 76ers starting group. Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties. George in the front court alongside Martin, and it's Yabusele in at the 5 spot. And for the Wizards, they've got Jordan Poole. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Song. Then it's Koulibaly, and it's Carrington in at the 2 spot. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting, and there's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
That one drops for him.
And another area where Poole continues to work has just become a much more effective passer.
Here's George. Count it.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Pass to Carrington. Oubre pulls it in. So for Washington, their last game a loss to Sacramento. Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But Brent, they've collected some assets.
And they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. They took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild that.
That free throw good from George. It is incredible that George is playing, Brent, at such a high level after his injury history is taken into account.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, one of the more horrific injuries in terms of the way it presented itself and what we saw Paul George go through. But this guy has not missed a beat. He continues to be really the most stable part of any organization that he's joined, and he's been in a few places. That has not affected the way that he's approached the game on both ends of the floor, and is certainly still one of the top 15 players in the game.
Here's Philadelphia. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
You guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
The offensive rebound. Sarr's shot is off. Quick start here for the 76ers in this one. 4-point game. Oubre for 3. Sinks the triple.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. The Wizards are trying to stay motivated through their rebuild. Kyle Kuzma says you have to change your approach a little bit. And it's like, what do you do it for? For me, it's about development every single day. Take care of your body, work hard, watch film, be studious, and find beauty in the struggle. Kevin?
And like you said, David, making it work every single day. Great approach.
Yeah, I don't think that's at the top of the menu of shots that Jordan Poole likes to take, but he can knock it down with touch.
76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Martin. Oubre outside. Good on the triple. Oubre's got 6.
Nice to see Oubre step up and do that.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Kuzma against Martin. Now here's Kuzma. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento. Here's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers on top. They lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Corey Kispert is out there with Butler. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's George in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Now, here is George. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. A shot by Butler, nobody around. Misses the three. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Council. Stolen by Kispert. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
And Valanciunas, a seasoned veteran now that you basically can count on as a double-double guy. Even in limited minutes, he really does a great job of patrolling the paint.
Can't hit that one. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Here's Butler, following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Tries from 10. That one a little long. Wizards trail by 6. And it's Kispert in the corner. And another miss by Washington. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Kings in Sacramento. And that one's good, Maxey.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. So both teams making some changes here. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. You take a look at the 76ers. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season. And, of course, Washington, 9 games back. Now, here's Poole. 11 points last game. We've got 1:08 left here in the second. Harrington bangs home the trifecta.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And don't sleep on Maxey's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
54 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Carrington. There's the triple. Offensive rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Count that bucket. Oubre's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Carrington. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Carrington's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
And George gets to Yabusele. A shot's good on the assist by George. Yabusele's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Poole, the pass to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
1 second left. No good on that one. And we've reached halftime in this one. 76ers lead by 8. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
A look here now at the 76ers. They haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries me. I'm starting to feel that this team needs a culture change.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been quite a game for Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And so in the game for the 76ers, George in the front court alongside Martin. Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties, and it's Yabusele in at the center. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. I love it, though, D.A. I got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Pass to Saw. Here's Carrington. He's got 5. Fires from deep. The rebound by Yabusele.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And finished off by Oubre.
That is a good sign here. Oubre taking his offensive game to another level here tonight.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Wizards trail by 12. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Carrington, covered by Oubre. Tries again. Here's Saw. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Here's Maxey, and he comes up with the deuce. Maxey's got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Kuzma outside. Connects from three-point range. Kuzma's got 6.
And that's a learned skill from Kuzma. Not all forwards can get rid of it like that.
Here's Maxey. And the layup falls. And the 76ers lead by 13.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Poole. And it's off the back rim. No good.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
George. Count it. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Poole kicks to Kuzma. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The 76ers leading by 15. Here's Oubre. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. Pass to Carrington. Here he goes. And that one is stuffed right through.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Maxey. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Philadelphia ahead, ending the third quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Song. Then it's Koulibaly. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Carrington in at the 2. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Koulibaly with it, covered by Martin. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
The 76ers leading by 17. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by George. 14 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
The drive by Poole. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And the mid-range can be tricky for Poole, but he can sink them when he has to.
Here's Maxey. And the layup's good off the glass. Maxey's got 10 points here in the second half.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Off on the layup. Wizards trail by 19. To the paint, right block shot. Kuzma can't get it to go. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And that one's good, Maxey.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Tyrese Maxey.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Doughton's jacked in. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And Maxey really just does everything for his team, a selfless young player.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And it's Butler missing. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. And he lays it straight in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.
I've been down so bad before, I swear I wasn't gonna get back. But look, the old me and the new me is a mismatch.